That was a good one. You all right?
I think so. Help me up and we'll find out. I ought to know better than to try and beat you and Trigger in a horse race.
I guess I should have stuck to the trail. After all, you haven't been on a horse for a long time.
Well, I think I'm still in one piece. A month of hard work for Judge Wiggins, and I'll take you on again. After 5 years in jail, it's going to take me a while to get the kinks out of my legs. You know, Roy, that fall didn't do me any good. I can hear music.
You're all right. Sounds like the Sagers over at the corral are having a little music with their lunch. Come on over, I'll introduce them to you. They run the ranch for Judge Wiggins. The other fellows ought to be there, too.
If he's taller in the saddle, herding sheep and driving cattle, riding and roping, he's the best. It's a cinch you don't have to guess. He's the rootin' tootin' cowboy from the west. If he's got that certain lingo and his guns keep going bingo, measures 4 feet around the chest, it's a cinch that you know the rest. He's a rootin' tootin' cowboy from the west.
Every night while the moon is shining bright, he slowly jogs along. To the beat of his faithful pony's feet, he sings his cowboy song.
If he likes his western cooking and his gal is sure good looking, Sunday he wears a fancy vest. It's a cinch that you guess the rest. He's a highfalutin', two-gun shootin', knock-a-lootin', high-heel bootin', rootin' tootin' cowboy from the west.
Hello, Roy.
Hi, boy. Say, Sparrow, you're just the man I'm looking for. Being the doc around here, what do you prescribe for a sore throat?
Well, keep away from larkspur and go on a alfalfa diet for 2 weeks.
This is Jim Williams, a new parolee.
Hello, Jim. Welcome to the ranch.
Glad to know you, Jim.
Right.
Hi there, Jim. Howdy, my name is Ricardo Chavez. I got out a year before you did, and I've been here ever since.
But your parole will be up in 2 weeks. Then you'll be a free man. We're sure going to miss you.
Boy, I picked up the mail for the ranch on my way through town.
Being on parole here will do you a lot of good. It sure straightened me out.
Here's one for you, Ricardo.
Thanks.
How about some coffee, fellas?
Now, we better get on up to the ranch house. I have a few things to take up with Judge Wiggins.
Many thanks, and I'll see you in a little while.
Sure thing, Jim.
So long.
Hey, Al, you better go chase those sheep back.
Me chase them? Are you crazy? I've got someone to do my road work for me. Hey, Charlie, bring them back in. Good old Charlie.
Come, Pedro.
Hey, Ricardo, where are you going?
That's funny. He didn't even finish his lunch.
Hi, Judge Wiggins. This is Williams.
Welcome, son.
Here's his parole papers.
Come on in the house and I'll sign this. It'll be a pleasure to be responsible for you.
I want you to know I sure appreciate the chance you're giving me.
Not at all, son. I know how hard it is for a man to get started again after he served a term in prison. When I retired from the bench, I decided I was going to help as many young fellows as I could to rehabilitate themselves.
So far, Judge, your record's perfect.
Thanks to you and the rest of the boys around here who've helped me.
The last time I faced a judge, he didn't use the word rehabilitate.
I know exactly what you mean, having spent more than 30 years on the bench. When I retired to my ranch here, I made up my mind I was going to help some of the poor fellows who came through my court. Here you can learn a trade and save up a little money. Just put your things in the bunkhouse, son, and we'll have a talk a little later.
Thanks.
Oh, morning, Judge.
Morning. Matt Brunner, this is Roy Rogers, our state parole officer.
Oh, how are you?
Howdy.
Matt's fixing up the old Moronga Lodge. He thinks maybe he can get enough wealthy men out here during the hunting season to make it pay.
I just dropped over to tell you the hunting dogs arrived.
Well, we've had a lot of trouble this year with mountain lions. They've raised Ned with the sheep. That's the only drawback with having paroled prisoners working for you. You can't arm them. And there's not enough of the regular crew to protect the whole place. Matt promised that as soon as his dogs arrived, we were going to have a big lion hunt. How about sticking around?
I'd sure like to, Judge, but I haven't got time. I'm glad to meet you, Mr. Brunner.
Came to you, sir.
See you later, Judge.
So long, Roy.
Well, Judge, whenever you're ready for that lion hunt, let me know.
Okay.
Your name, Chavez?
That is right. What can I do for you?
You can come along with us. Somebody wants to talk to you about a deal.
Deal? I am not interested. I work for Judge Wiggins taking care of the sheep.
Shut up. In case you don't know it, you are interested. Now get on your horse. Blake, get that dog. All right, you get on your horse. What's the matter, Peril? Why, that's a bad scratch you've got there. Where's your master? Oh, Biffle, come in here.
Hey, boy, here's Ricardo's dog.
Looks like he was caught on some barbed wire. Where's Ricardo?
I don't know. He just up and left us.
Barbed wire didn't do this.
Then what did?
A bullet.
Bullet?
Judge, I have a feeling something's happened to Ricardo. You better phone the sheriff.
I'll take the boys and go look for him.
Hello, this is Judge Wiggins. Get me the sheriff right away, please.
Hello, Patricia Callahan speaking.
Hello, Pat. This is Judge Wiggins. I want to speak to your father right away. It's urgent.
I'm sorry, Judge. Dad's out of town for a few days. But he deputized me before he left. I'll be glad to help any way I can.
One of my parolees, Ricardo Chavez, is missing. His dog has been shot.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll be right over. Oh, my badge! Why does this have to happen when Dad's away? 10 years and no crime in this county, and now this. Oh! My gun. My hat. My horse.
don't think I'm covered very good. How about letting me get my clothes?
Well, all right, but come on out of there. Oh. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Chavez, trying to beat your parole after Judge Wiggins has done everything he could to give you a new start in life.
Oh, he wouldn't mind if I take a swim, I think.
I think you weren't just trying to take a swim. You were trying to get away. Listen, I happen to be a deputy sheriff, and you're in for plenty of trouble. And this time you won't get off so easy. All right, Chavez, come on, get out of there. I've wasted about enough time with you already. Listen, you make one move toward that gun belt and I'll blow your hand off. Oh, so there are two of you, huh? Well, you listen, I'm one of the best gunshots around here, and you reach for the sky, both of you. Reach for the sky, I said. Did you hear me? Reach!
Look out, Sheriff. There's a horse behind you.
Oh, what makes you think I'm through? Roy, Roger.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Sheriff.
And you, Trigger. Who's behind that rock?
Oh, just an old friend of mine.
You know, for a sheriff's daughter, I fell for the oldest gag in the world. Here.
What's all this talk about Chavez and parolees?
Judge Wiggins called and said Ricardo's missing from the ranch. I'm headed there now. You better come with me.
Ricardo took off right after you left with some lame excuse about going out to pick up some strays. The boys are out searching for him now.
Sparrow, you sure that's a bullet wound?
Sure am, Roy.
Not a trace of him, but we did find this. It might explain why he disappeared.
This is from his sister Lola in Cuba. Dear Ricardo, it hardly seems possible that I will be with you on your ranch in Edenville in 6 days. It will make me very happy to take care of the ranch house for my big brother, who has made such a success for himself. This is all for now, and I will be seeing you when the bus arrives on the 14th. Your loving sister, Lola.
Seems like he's been writing his sister a bunch of lies.
Yeah, and he's ashamed to have her discover the truth, so he ran away.
It's hard for me to believe, but it certainly puts us in the spot. Tomorrow's the 14th. What'll we do when she gets here?
Well, as the parole officer, Ricardo's my responsibility. We still don't know whether he's run out on us or not, do we, fella? I'd advise when we meet her tomorrow, just let on like nothing's happened, and that Ricardo will be back in a day or so.
I believe you're right, Roy. Even if it's only to save the poor girl from being hurt any more than necessary. We'll make her stay here as pleasant as possible. Foy, have the boys get the hay wagon out. Tell them to keep their mouths shut about this, and we'll meet her when she comes in tomorrow.
I'm Matt Bruner. It was nice of you to visit me.
This is no visit. Your two-bit rats threatened me.
All right, if that's the way you feel about it, we'll get down to business. Go on. I know all about you. You're an artist. But you fell in with bad company and did a stretch. You were considered one of the best engravers in the business. That's why you're here. As a matter of fact, that's why we took over this lodge. We figured you'd be willing to help us.
Pretty equipment, huh? If you think I'm going to engrave counterfeit plates for you, you're crazy.
We don't want you to engrave new plates. Just clean up the old ones. Now, these bills will run off from this plate.
Why, the expression is bad. And the lines, they're blotchy. Why, you couldn't pass these off to a blind man.
I know that. That's why you're here.
They're gold certificates. They're no good to anybody. You couldn't spend them in the United States. It's against the law.
Just get to work. Don't worry, you'll be cut in.
Oh, no, I am not going to break my parole. I intend to go straight from here on in.
I wouldn't be too sure of that. Your sister arrives here tomorrow.
My sister? So it was you who sent me the letter. It was forged. If you think I'm going to fall for a gag like that to make me fix up these counterfeit plates for you, you're crazy.
So you think I'm lying, huh? I sent her the money to get here. When we're playing for big money like this, we think of everything. You wouldn't want anything to happen to your sister, would you?
Is there a Miss Lola Chavez on the bus?
Is Miss Lola Chavez on the bus?
Hey, that's me. Here I am. What is it?
Your brother asked me to meet you and take you over to his ranch.
Oh, that's very nice.
I'll get your bags.
Thanks. Goodbye, Mr. Clifford.
It's been a pleasure.
Why didn't my brother come with you?
He's busy right now. You'll see him later.
This is all so very different from my country. I know I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, it ain't bad. Yeah.
You know, it's been so long since I seen my brother. Espero que me reconozca.
Yeah.
Hiya, Clifford. Have a nice trip?
Fine, thank you. Everything set?
You bet.
I guess Lola didn't make it.
You mean Miss Chavez?
Yeah.
Well, I let her off just before we got into town. 2 men on a buckboard stopped me and said her brother had sent them.
Are you sure they said it was her brother?
Unless I was hearing things.
Did they say anything else?
No. But I watched them in the rear view mirror. They headed up the old Rock Canyon Trail.
Thanks.
Hey, Blake, horse coming up fast. We'll never be able to outrun him in this rig. What about the girl? She's on her own.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah!
Hey, you, wait! Hey, you guys, don't leave me alone! Come on! Avanti! Momento! I'm sorry, this is all I have. Please don't shoot me because I want to see my brother.
You're going to see your brother. Here are your lines. Hang on to the horses. I'm Roy Rogers, Lola. Glad to meet you.
Hi. But who are those men?
Well, this is just a gag. We wanted to give you a real Western welcome.
Good thing I didn't have a gun with me. I would have given you a Cuban welcome. What's that? More Western welcome?
It's the rest of the gang. You wait here for them. They'll pick you up.
Lola's okay. You boys go pick her up and take her back to the ranch. I told her this was a real old Western welcome, so back me up. Pat, you and I'll go back and see if we can't pick up those 2 fellas that were with her.
Right.
into all this trouble from me. But I'm a little disappointed Ricardo couldn't get here. He must own a big ranch if all of you work for him.
Well, you see, Lola, on this ranch, everyone has an interest in it.
Everyone has an interest in it? Well, I don't understand. Ricardo told me que era el dueño del rancho y que todos ustedes trabajaban para él.
Oh, there's no question about that.
No question.
Way up high in Mexico, there's a place where you should go, and it's surely worth a climb.
There the owner you will see, he's as happy as can be. It's fiesta all the time. Though he smokes with big cigars, still he plays his sweet guitar, melodies from high above. It's the place to sing and dance, it's the place to find romance, for the nights were made for love.
Rancho's Rancho, that's where I will be. Rancho's Rancho, that's the place for me.
There's maracas in the air, some muchachos everywhere,
And the senorita's sweet. You'll find every girl and boy lives a life of song and joy.
for there's music in the street. You will hear those violins, castanets and mandolins, melodies from high above. It's the place to sing and dance, it's the place to find romance, it's the place to fall in love.
Rancho's Rancho, that's where I will go. Rancho's Rancho, down in Mexico.
Joe, go out to the car and get Mr. Clifford's bag.
Sure thing, boss.
Mason, this is Mr. Clifford.
Hello. Nice place you have here.
Thanks. This is the main lodge. The sleeping cabins are out back. When Joe comes in, he'll show you to yours.
Before I go to my room, how about doing a little business?
I thought maybe you'd like to see him.
Seeing's believing.
There they are.
I haven't seen any of these since the president took us off the gold standard.
They're real gold certificates, never been in circulation. But don't ask me where I got them.
You can't spend these in America now, but I have contacts in Europe where they recognize the gold certificate. What kind of a deal can we make?
Just like I discussed before, I've got $100,000 worth. You can have them for 75, and all you got to do is get them out of the country and make your profit.
Sounds like a fair deal.
I would like to have you hang around a few days, though, just to make it look like you're on a real hunting trip.
Not much excitement here.
Maybe we can cook up something.
Okay. I don't like to carry this much money with me. So until we make the exchange, the safe looks like a good place for it.
Come on up with me, Mr. Clifford.
Say, we better get Ricardo busy.
I don't know how long I can stall Clifford off, but I don't want to take a chance on losing all that dough he brought with him.
What happens if he discovers they're counterfeit?
Well, we'll throw a few real ones in on the deal. Anyway, when an artist like Ricardo gets through with those plates, no one will be able to tell the difference.
Hey, boss.
Where's the girl?
Rogers has got her. Some way he found out she was arriving.
Oh, that's great, just great. This means changing our plans. Now, Clifford wanted some excitement. We'll have that lion hunt. Every year, there's over 200 hunting accidents in the United States. This year, there'll be 1 or 2 extra. You've had enough, sir.
Listen, boss.
You're drunk already. Why haven't you finished those plates, Ricardo?
I will not get those plates any quicker. I will do it when I feel like it.
Well, maybe this will make you feel like it. Your sister arrived this morning, and she's staying at the Wiggins Ranch.
You're lying.
Am I? I'll prove it to you. I'm going to fix it so you can see her for yourself. We're having a hunting party tomorrow morning, and I've invited everyone for breakfast, including your sister. If you don't do what we tell you, something very unfortunate might happen to her.
What are those?
They're counter... They're $10 gold bills.
Gold?
That is right. Tell Judge Wiggins where I am, and these are yours. Buy plenty of whiskey.
Okay. Sure thirsty.
Where are you going?
To get some fresh air.
Yeah, a little fresh air do you good. And stay away from that tavern.
Tell you, I won't cash it.
You will or I'll bust up this joint.
You do, and you'll end up in the hoosegow.
Who's gonna put me in the hoosegow?
I'll say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hey, Sheriff!
That's you.
Yeah, Dad usually handles these things. Well, here goes.
You mind if I go along with you?
No, sir.
This guy's got one of his fighting drunks on. You better lock him up before he tears the place apart.
Come on, Sal. You're under arrest for being drunk and disorderly.
Who's gonna arrest me? You and your boyfriend?
Hey, fellas, give me a hand here. On your feet. I'm taking you to jail.
I was afraid of this. I knew he'd been drinking. I'm sorry, Pat. What did he do?
What did he do? He owes me for his bar bill, and he threw a stool through that window because I wouldn't accept this $10 gold bill, and I still won't.
Oh, I'll take care of that. I'll settle his bill for him. Here, will that cover it?
Yeah, that'll cover it.
Come on, get up. Get on your horse and get back to the lodge. I'll attend to you later. I'm sorry this happened, but he does this about once a year. However, he's one of my best guides.
Well, somebody ought to teach him some manners.
Yeah, come to think of it, this is for getting rough with a lady.
Hey, hold it. Go on.
Yeah, beat it. Next time you won't get by so easy.
Oh, by the way, I understand from one of my guests that Ricardo's sister came in on the bus. Now, we're having a mountain lion hunt starting first thing in the morning. I'd like to have you all join us.
I know Judge Wiggins will appreciate that.
Well, can we count on you?
We'll be there.
I saw a lot of people going in and out, but I did not see my sister. You are bluffing.
Thought you were a wise guy, huh? Trying to buy off one of my boys.
You thought you were a wise guy trying to make me believe my sister was here.
If it makes any noise, don't be afraid to use that gun.
Okay, boss.
It's one wonderful day, old man sun's here to stay, and the weather is warmer and fair. Can't you see that I haven't a care? It's one wonderful, wonderful day. I keep humming a song, won't you hum right along? So let's shout it right out to the crowd. Come on, everyone, sing it out loud. Let's keep humming and strumming a song.
Hooray for you.
Don't you know this is no time to brew?
Hooray for you.
And there's nothing you do can change my mood.
It's one wonderful day.
And I'll keep it that way.
Yes, it's been like that right from the start.
You can bet that it comes from the heart.
It's a radiant,
rightful,
a gorgeous,
delightful,
one wonderful, wonderful day. It's one wonderful day, and I'll keep it that way. Yes, it's been like that right from the start.
You can bet that it comes from the heart. It's a radiant bite full of gorgeous, delightful, one wonderful, wonderful day.
Did you all have enough to eat?
Sure did.
Okay, let's get started then. So I pass out the rifles. Oh, Judge, where's Lola?
She didn't feel like joining us. The poor girl's quite upset about her brother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking forward to meeting her. Well, Mason, will you help me with the dogs?
What's the matter?
Lola not being here is a break for us. You stay here, and when we leave, go over to the Wiggins Ranch and grab her. Get her suitcase and clothes and make it look like she left of her own free will. Maybe that'll give Ricardo the incentive he needs.
Be careful you don't shoot yourself.
Judge, where was the lion last reported?
Up in Mill Canyon. He killed a couple of sheep last night.
We'll turn the dogs loose there. Now, remember, when the lion's treed, be very careful and shoot to kill. He's a bad one. Si, you, Rogers, and myself will take the lead. And the rest of you hang back in case the dogs split up. All right, let's get going. Did you fix Rogers' rifle like I told you?
Yeah, I sure did. I pulled a firing pin.
Good. Bring the dogs.
Come on, you fellas. Here's where the work is.
They picked up the trail.
Why'd you kill him, Rogers?
I didn't kill him. A mountain lion jumped him and knocked him off of that rock.
What happened to the lion?
Well, he got away.
Do you expect me to believe that the way you handle a gun? You had a fight with this man yesterday and threatened him. Now we find you over his dead body claiming it was an accident and some phony story about a mountain lion. Sheriff, I charge Rogers with the cold-blooded murder of one of my men. And I demand that he be placed under arrest immediately.
What'll I do, Judge?
I'm sorry, Pat, but with the evidence against Roy and the public threat he made against this man, I'm afraid you'll have to hold him. Don't worry, Roy. We know you didn't do it.
I'm sorry, Roy, but I'm afraid I'll have to lock you up.
Well, if I'm in jail, I won't be able to... Don't move, anybody.
Roy.
Hey, boss.
What is it?
That looks like blood.
Someone must have hit him. That'll make a good trail. Go back and get the dogs and follow us. We may need them.
What's the matter, fella? Pick up a rock? Bullet. Gee, I'm sorry, fella. Let's get this extra weight off.
You must have cut off the road. Blake, bring him on up and see if they can pick up his trail. He must have hit the stream so he could throw the dogs off the trail. You fellas go upstream and the rest of you follow me.
This is Sheriff Callahan. If you see them, tell them I'm at Judge Wiggins' ranch. That's right. Never mind. Here they are now.
Dad! Oh, am I glad to see you. I did all I could, but everything went wrong.
That's all right, honey. Don't let that worry you at all.
I'm afraid things haven't gone very well, Sheriff.
I know all about it, Judge. You find a trace of Rogers?
Not a thing.
Hey, here's a note from Lola.
Lola. Dear Judge Wiggins, I am leaving town. Many thanks for your kindness. Lola.
Gee, that sure is tough on the poor kid.
Yeah, I know how she feels.
Hello. There's Judge Wiggins. Yes, he's here. It's for you, Sparrow.
Oh, thanks. Hello? Yeah, this is Dr. Biffle. What's that? Okay, I'll be right over. Emergency case. Mrs. Murphy's cow. She wants a boy. Shh, it's me. Roy, I'm glad to see you're all right. I want you to come with me, Sparrow. I can't, Roy. Mrs. Murphy's cow. That was me calling from the barn phone. I thought there was something funny about that. That calf isn't due for 2 weeks. Who's hurt? Trigger. Oh, wait here. I'll pick you up. Easy, fella. Old Doc Biffle's gonna take care of you, Trigger.
Doesn't seem to be any broken bones. And this bullet isn't in very deep.
Well, that's a break. Must have been a ricochet. Take it easy, fella.
You better hold on to him, Roy. This is gonna hurt him a bit.
Easy, boy.
You say he was limping quite a bit?
Yeah.
Well, no deeper than this bullet is. It must be lodged up against a nerve.
Easy, boy.
Now, as soon as I can get it out.
Got it. Now, we'll get him up on his feet and see if my diagnosis is right. Come on, fella. Let's see how you do. Hey, you're doing all right, fella. Yeah, boy. Okay.
We've been watching Sparrow. How is he?
Well, from what I just saw, he's going to be okay. You're not limping at all. Hey, Sparrow, he's not even...
Sparrow says he'll be okay, Roy.
Well, how did you find us?
Well, you see, I know about Mrs. Murphy's cow, too.
Oh, and I guess that means
It means I'm going to have to put you under arrest, Roy. I'm sorry. But don't worry about Trigger. Sparrow will take good care of him.
Are you the big boss we've been waiting for?
Well, you might call me that.
You are. What's the big idea? Is this what you call another Western welcome?
Well, not exactly, but
Canalla sinvergüenza. Deja que se entera la policía. Se la van a arreglar con usted. Porque usted lo que le pasa es que es un canalla y un ladrón.
I think you better lock her up in one of the cabins and keep her out of sight.
Bandido, deja que el juez se entere de todo eso. Ya vas a ver lo que te va a pasar. Y usted también es un canalla y un sinvergüenza. Deja que se lo diga a mi hermano, que yo me encuentre con mi hermano.
Over there, boss. Hey, come here. I want to show you something. Mason!
Lola! Lola!
Ricardo.
Come on. So you thought I was lying, huh? Now get to work on those plates. And when you're finished, I'll turn you both loose.
Howdy.
Hi.
How are you?
Just the man, Roy?
Yes. Say, do you recall a fight that I had in front of your place with a man named Cy?
I sure do, Rogers.
Well, that fight was over the fact that you wouldn't cash a gold certificate.
That's right.
Did you get a good look at the bill?
Yeah, I did. You know, a lot of money comes over that bar, and it's my business to know about it. That gold certificate surprised me. They've been outlawed since 1933.
Yes, well, come here, I want to show you something. The Treasury Department was kind enough to send these over. Now, the difference between counterfeit and the real bill, which I'm going to point out, holds true in any denomination of money. It would also hold true in the case of that gold certificate. In the counterfeit bill, you will notice that the fine lines in the picture are broken and indistinct. This also is true of the broken lines in the border. In the real bill, the workmanship is perfect, the finest example of engraver's art. Note how much more natural and lifelike the expression of Jackson is in the genuine. All genuine bills have red and blue fibers distributed throughout the paper. In the counterfeit bill, these are sometimes printed and can be erased.
Roy, suppose you discover a bill that's counterfeit. What do you do?
Find out all you can about where it came from. Then get in touch with the Secret Service in your locality. If everyone would report immediately, it would make the job of the Secret Service a lot easier. It would also protect you from being the victim of one of these counterfeit rings. Do you remember if that gold certificate looked counterfeit?
Well, from what you've just pointed out, I'm pretty sure it was phony.
Thanks.
We want to thank you for coming over. You've been a big help to us.
The fellow who gave Cy that certificate was Bruner. Hey, Sheriff, doesn't it seem strange that he moved in here about 6 weeks ago to fix up that old hunting lodge and hasn't done anything about it? On top of that, Ricardo Chavez, who has a record as a counterfeiter, disappears 10 days before he would get his freedom. Why would he do that? Then his sister suddenly shows up.
Roy, I checked like you told me. Nobody left town today that would fit Lola's description.
Judge, Lola told me that you sent her the money to come to this country to surprise her brother. And she wasn't supposed to tell anyone about it.
Roy, I never sent her that money. I didn't even know he had a sister until we picked up that letter.
If they're going to use Ricardo to make these gold certificates, it doesn't make sense. They're worthless.
In the United States, yes. But in foreign countries, they're still legal tender.
I'll get out to Bruno's place and look it over.
Oh, wait a minute. If he has Lola and Ricardo, it might endanger their lives for you to go out there now. Sheriff, will you parole me to Judge Wiggins for the next 24 hours?
What about it?
Oh, I'll take the responsibility.
It's all right with me. Hud, give him his guns back.
Sure, Pop.
Call Bruner and tell him to come to the Wiggins Ranch to sign a complaint for my arrest.
Here you are.
Right. Thanks. Let me have the Morongo Lodge, please. Yes. You kids go on out with Judge Wiggins. I'll join you just as soon as I put this call through.
Okay. We'll wait for you at the ranch.
When it's twilight in the Sierras, watch the golden haze sinking in the west, purple shadows in the Sierras, when the earth and sky pauses to rest. Evening spreads its veil on the trail with silver dew, adding so much to a world that's bright and new. When it's twilight in the Sierra, camino no se ve, tú has de caminar, ponte a descansar when it's twilight in the Sierras. I'll be riding back to
Come in, Bruner. I've been waiting for you. I have the complaint here for Rogers' arrest. Do you still want to sign it?
Certainly.
There you are.
And with the evidence we've got, he'll go up for life. Why isn't he in jail?
I'll take care of that. Just sign the complaint. By the way, I'd like to use your lodge tomorrow.
What for?
As a headquarters for a search. Miss Chavez is missing, and she may be lost. We'll be there by noon. It'll take that long to organize a posse.
Okay, Sheriff. Anything you say. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
I think we started something.
Judge, call them out. Sparrow, you and the boys pass out the artillery.
All right, boys. Here they are, Sheriff. And they're all good men.
Now, then, you know it's a violation of parole for you men to handle guns. However, Judge Wiggins and I will assume the responsibility. The judge has assured me that I can trust you. Let them have their guns. And Roy, you tell us what your next move is going to be.
Mason.
Yes, boss.
I thought you said you forced Lola to write a note saying she was leaving.
I did.
Well, apparently they didn't get it. They think she's lost and are starting a search. We've got to get her out of here. Boys, get out the big wagon and load everything on it. Plates, paper, ink, press. Anything that might tip them off.
Wait a minute, boss. That road's too dangerous to travel at night.
I know. We'll start at dawn. I've got to be back at noon. Go get Lola. And you bring up Ricardo.
Hello, Bruner. Press, paper, plates. Who do you think you're kidding? Our deal is washed up. I want my money back.
Deal's a deal, Clifford.
So that's the way it is. Well, I can't do much about it by myself. But wait till the big boss hears about this. He isn't gonna like it.
Ricardo.
Hermanita, querida mía.
Ricardo, cuánto te he extrañado. ¿Qué irán a hacer con nosotros?
No lo sé.
Hello, Pat. Is everybody in place?
Yes, Roy, we're all set.
Tie him up good and tight. I'll drive up with you and bring the wagon back. It'll only take an hour.
Okay, boss.
Listen, give us a little time and close in on him. Here, Sheriff. Come on, Sparrow.
Okay. You know, now that we got Clifford's dough, we don't need him anymore.
Yeah.
Drop your guns,
sure brings back memories.
Yeah, I don't want any more of it.
Like old times. This time we're on the right side. How you doing, fellas?
Swell.
Looks like they're on the run. Let's move in.
There's not room enough to turn around. We'll have to put it out. Be careful, it might be a trap.
All right, Bruner, put it...
You hold him off the best you can. I'll be back.
¡Madre mía! ¡Nadie está manejando! Ricardo, nos vamos a quemar.
Jump, Ricardo. I'll take care of Lola. Hey, Roy! Say, Roy, I hear some gunshots over the hill.
Yeah, I know. It's Sparrow.
I'll hold him here. You get in back of him.
Okay. I'll try to spot his horse.